friends, my name is Mahmood Sajid and you're watching Introduction of Biology with Mahmood Sajid. We have studied chapter number 7, Bioenergetic, in which today we study about the most important block, which is ATP, the cell's energy currency. So don't forget to watch this video till end. Before starting the lecture, if you're new in my channel, subscribe to my channel so you can get my latest videos. So let's go to the screen.
Now, today's topic is ATP. What is ATP? ATP is the cell's energy currency. Like the currency of Pakistan is rupees, and the currency of US is dollars, but our currency of our body is ATP. In previous lecture, we studied that an atom use energy. This process use energy. The energy is used. This energy is ATP. So when energy is stored, it is stored in the form of ATP. When it is used in another way. So the next is a history of ATP. I make the headings that what is ATP, who discovered ATP. The ATP was discovered in 1929. This is very important MCQs, and this long is very important from the board point of view. So this is very long important. This very important long. ATP was discovered in 1929 by Carl Lohmann. This is Carl Lohmann who discovered the ATP. He only discovered the ATP and was proposed to be main energy transfer molecule in the cell by the Nobel Prize winner Fritz Lippmann in 1941. He proposed the energy ATP. The first one is Carl Lohmann who discovered ATP, and the second one is Fritz Lippmann, who was also awarded by the Nobel Prize. He proposed the ATP energy. So this is the history of ATP energy. ATP stand in next slide we study about what is the ATP and what the explanation of ATP. The explanation of ATP that the major energy currency of all cell is nucleotide called adenosine triphosphate. What is nucleotide? Nucleotide is the type of DNA. Like DNA is made up of adenine, thymine, guanine, and these are the things that is from which there's a ladder from a DNA. So nucleotide is this called adenosine triphosphate. ATP there's a MCQ that what is ATP stand for. So ATP stand for adenosine triphosphate. In next slide we'll study about the molecular structure of ATP. Now we'll study about the explanation of ATP, then function of ATP. It is the main energy currency, energy source for majority of the cell function. Majority of the function is performed by the using ATP energy. Like active transport is also done by the using ATP energy. So following are the function of ATP. First function is synthesis of macromolecules. Macromolecules like DNA, RNA, and protein. So ATP synthesized these macromolecules. Second function is movement and movement. In chapter 4 we study about the movement of molecules. In active transport there is a movement of molecules. This is also done by using ATP energy. This is second function of ATP. The third function is transmission of nerve impulse. Nerve impulse is used for the transmission of messages, so ATP is also used in this transmission. Fourth function is active transport. Active transport study that is active transport in exocytosis and endocytosis. Bulky materials are exported and imported. These all use ATP energy for performing their function. So this is the functions of ATP. So the next is molecular structure of ATP. The ability of ATP to store and release energy is due to its molecular structure. The ability of ATP to store and release energy is due to its molecular structure. What is the molecular structure? This is the molecular structure of ATP. that each ATP molecule, this is the molecular structure of ATP. This is the one molecular structure of ATP. That each ATP molecule has three subunits. First subunit is adenine. Our adenine are double ringed. This is a double ringed. This is first ring and the second ring. Double ringed nitrogenous base. This is called nitrogenous base. This is used take for the DNA part molecules. So this is the nitrogenous base. Second one is the ribose, a 5 carbon sugar. This is the 5 carbon sugar which is called ribose. And the third is the 3 phosphate groups in a linear chain. These are present in the linear chain. So this is the adenine triphosphate. So next is the how they combine. Oh, we study about the how they combine. So when adenosine join with the ribose, they form adenine, and when they combine with the 3 phosphate, they form ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Now we study that how they separate. First, the energy is bond. The energy in a bond of ATP is releases. The energy is in the bond of ATP. That there is a bond that three phosphate ribose and adenine. So there is a energy that in the bond of ATP is releases as it breaks down an inorganic phosphate Pi gets separated from the ATP. The three phosphate so when they are separated breaks, they a single one is separated. Separated from ATP. The breaking of one phosphate bond releases about 7.3 kilocalories. When it means that when one phosphate is releases from the bond, then it also releases 7.3 calories, 7,300 calories per mole of ATP as follows. So this is a formula of when the energy is releases, that ATP plus H2O is equal to ADP plus Pi plus energy. ADP mean adenosine diphosphate. Di mean two. So there's two. When the one phosphate is releases, there's two remaining in the bond of the ADP. So when ATP plus H2O mean water combine, they make the ADP plus Pi mean phosphate plus energy, and it releases 7.3 kilocalories, 7,300 calories. Then in many cells, in some cells, the energy is again releases when it happens. ATP becomes ADP, adenosine diphosphate, and when PA is released. In some cases, ADP is further broken down to AMP, mean adenosine monophosphate, and PA as follows. M mean mono means one. So in after ADP there's two. Before ADP there's a three. In ADP there's a two phosphate, and in AMP after ADP there's only one phosphate. So it is called adenosine monophosphate. So this is the equation, that AMP plus H2O it becomes AMP plus Pi plus energy. It means it is also releases 7.3 kilocalories energy, means 7,300 calories energy. So this is the important long this is the explanation in molecular structure and the history of ATP.
That's all. Today's lecture is finished. If you like my video, please like it, and if you have any problem about this topic, tell me in comment. Once again, if you are new in my channel, subscribe to my channel so you can get my latest videos. So we meet on the next lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz.